You can never forget your very first audition. So here's mine for Netflix's XO Kitty. I went out for the role Yuri. I have not seen this audition in so long, so you are getting a completely honest and raw review. So, I don't want to see any hateful things down there. Insert video of me crying. You see that? Okay? I already cry a lot, so you don't need to make me cry anymore. I'm gonna take everything that I've learned over these last few years, and then I'm going to give myself some feedback. I also want to note, in the initial audition, Yuri's name was not Yuri. It was like Mihi, and then later, I'm pretty sure they just changed it, and then Mihi ended up being some other character in the show as well. Okay, let's watch it now.
Hi, you must be my tour guide.
You must be the new student that my mom was making me show around.
Kitty's on Convoy, nice to meet you.
I didn't ask for your life story.
I do like that I do have my phone, and clearly my character is distracted off the top, but I think it's really important to lock eyes with whoever's watching within the first few seconds. Instead of having my phone like this, it would have been much better if I moved my phone over here and then I was looking like this, so the casting directors can still see my eyes and my face. The face and the eyes are everything, but I didn't know that, okay?
Okay, is this an inconvenience? Because I can find my own way.
It's fine. Follow me. Those are the German social justice kids. Over there we have the designer Chinese and fashion Italians. They're always fighting or making out. That's the Mongolian punk rock guy, best final hookup on campus, and the career boosted over there.
I don't know why I was wearing this jewelry. To me, I feel like it was a little bit distracting. Usually when it comes to jewelry and wardrobe in an audition, it should be very minimal so it doesn't like take your eyes off of what is really important, which is the performance and the actor. I feel like I have like 1,000 notes per like every 5 seconds. I was naming a few different groups. I said them almost in the exact same way. I don't think my relationship to each group was that strong. In real life, I mean, I had cliques in high school too. I felt a certain way about each group, and that just normally came out of my voice when I would describe them. It doesn't have to be like the nerds, the popular kids. It's just your opinion of them will come through as long as you have already thought about what relationship you have to them. I saw it in an interview, Kisik University. I love them. I hope one day only get enough attention to just talk to them and have an interview because they seem so fun. Changwon Lee and Jia Kim, they said that this was like a worldwide casting. One of my favorite coaches in Vancouver, she always says that it's a game of inches, and it truly is. Little things like the necklace are going to make a difference when you are up against so many other people for the same role. Continuing.
I'm assuming that's who you'll end up with.
I'm not a Koreaboo, I'm Korean.
아, 스칼렛 요한슨 같은 한국인?
I actually don't really know how they like got to write this in. Okay, so basically she was saying that Kitty was gonna end up with the Koreaboo group. Kitty was like, oh, I'm a real Korean. And then Yuri was like a real Korean, like Scarlett Johansson. My Korean has definitely elevated since then. I have a thing where, because I was raised in Canada, I speak Korean with an English accent. And so when I saw this part, I always cringe. I really don't want to put this on the internet. I'm trying to get better, okay? My Dua Lipa is revived. I am Korean Canadian, and I know that is different from being Korean Korean and American American. But I am Asian American, so please.
Where do you sit? On the steps of the Met in your Dayglow tights while your friends pretend to laugh at your jokes?
Nothing shows your Koreanness like referencing an American show from 1,000 years ago.
There's the reboot, though.
We both know you weren't talking about the reboot. Come on, I'll buy you a latte.
I'd actually prefer a flat white.
Of course you would.
Okay, that was scene 1. For my first audition, my previous agent, she actually really liked it. It felt a little bit bland. I don't know if my confidence really came out. It's gonna be a little bit not as believable that I am a queen bee running things.
Mom, you're glowing. Did you get more work done?
3 a.m. meeting. What if the press saw? That's the last thing we need.
Relax, it's good I went. I posted a pic with Son Ye-jin. The family Q rating will be up by morning.
You have no idea what we're dealing with. What your father and I...
What? You what? What's going on?
Nothing.
I feel very timid in this scene. Yuri being this popular, cool kid does not mean that on the inside she's not feeling a different way. When I am standing my ground a little bit more, I still feel like I look kind of timid. Another big note that I am catching a lot is this is an American TV show. And in Canada, most of her intonation goes up at the end of the sentence. I actually probably have talked like that in this entire video. It's like, meh, meh, not meh, meh. Wow, what a great example, Ingrid. You should put this on YouTube. To Americans, apparently, they can hear that, and it doesn't sound American. But it might have worked for this because she's Korean.
You're too young to understand.
Fine. Then let me go to bed. And when you wake up and see that there's no scandal, you can admit I was right.
I know who you really went to see tonight.
You don't know anything.
Believe it or not, I've been around the block a time or two.
With who? Wealthy men your mother set you up with? It's not the same.
Remember what's at stake. Her family, they're not kind people. They could retaliate against us.
What? I'm supposed to care about some feud from decades ago? This is my life.
I'm trying to protect you.
You can't protect me.
Why am I putting this on? If you saw there, I talk back to my Korean mom. I talk back to my Asian mother. And I feel as though I'm not doing it with that much oomph. The buildup wasn't that strong. And I think it's because my relationship wasn't that strong. I'm standing up against my mother because I care really deeply about this girl that I was dating. I don't even remember what it said, but it was rude. If my need was that strong, I would approach this conversation with more confidence that I am right. A lot in this audition, I feel like I'm almost contradicting myself. I'm speaking in one way, but the text and the scene is asking for something else. I can see why at this time I wasn't really a fit for this character, but I do really appreciate a lot of people saying that I look like Yuri because Jia Kim is beautiful. This part is supposed to be more vulnerable. Please do not make fun of me because I think I remember this part not being good.
There's nothing to protect anymore, okay? She ended it.
She ended it.
She's gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. First heartbreak, it stays with you your whole life.
I wasn't good enough for her, apparently.
Listen to me. You are never to say that again. You will always be enough.
Be nice, this is my first audition. When you are feeling sad, you're not thinking about wanting to be sad. You literally do not want to be sad and it's just happening. It's a trick that does happen to a lot of actors where you think the scene needs to go this way and be emotional. So you prep yourself to become emotional and it doesn't look that real because no one tries to be emotional. Yeah, my mom is yelling at me. Yeah, we're fighting. Now I'm being reminded that we broke up because my mom is telling me that it was a bad idea to go see her. And now that's triggering me because I love her so much, not because I want to be sad. Again, like even from a technical standpoint, it wasn't that great that I was looking over to the side, but let's keep watching because this is really fun for me.
You know you don't have to try so hard.
I'm not trying, I'm being me.
Your black hair is gorgeous and it has so much natural keratin. The more you dye it, the more you mess with your keratin levels.
So I'll buy more keratin. And why do you care so much anyways? It's my hair.
You're right. None of my business. However, it is my business a little because as your lab partner and best friend, it's my job to remind you that you are smart and strong and beautiful and you have so much to offer, more than neon hair.
Not bad. I got the phone. The in between the lines is actually very important because then people can see if you're actually listening. I look back at myself and I'm like, oh, I wasn't really listening to what my scene partner was saying and I was just saying whatever lines were supposed to come next, which is not good. I might not be able to register everything that pre-guess what she's about to say, but as she's saying it, I'm probably taking in some mental notes and it's probably going to impact my reaction or the way that I'm listening to her. Specifically, there was one part where she's saying like, oh, you're beautiful, you're smart, blah, 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 you don't need to dye your hair. If I have low self-esteem or my girlfriend just broke up with me, I constantly dye my hair and I want people to follow me, I would love for someone to genuinely call me beautiful. She's saying those things and my face is like blank. I'm like, I definitely think like the blank face was like me just waiting for my line.
I agree. I have all that. But pink hair makes it easier for the paparazzi to spot me even when I'm pretending to hide.
That is so messed up. If you're just being you, why pretend to hide at all? Just stand in the middle of the street and yell, I am famous influencer Mihi, snap a photo of me. Holding a coffee, stars, they're just like us.
That's just tacky. Did you do the lab homework?
Of course. I did my half. Did you do yours?
Not exactly.
Me? What the F?
Well, I had to sit for 6 hours and get my hair dyed pink.
You're impossible to stay mad at.
The last part of the scene was pretty cute. The listening got is like a 2% better. If I had to rank them, I would say like 3 and 1 are like this, and then 2 is like, oh. Anyhow, that was a pretty long audition, so if you stuck through everything, and I don't know, you got like one acting tip, we can chat. Text me on DM. Here's all my socials. Let me know how you feel about this type of video. Let me know how you feel about my audition without hating. Comment down below what kinds of videos you want to see. Guys, I'm always running out of ideas. And hopefully I will see you again very, very soon. Bye! Don't give up.